Hello everybody and welcome to Learn Dota 2 League Season 20, Week 7. Today we're taking a look at I Have No Words and I Must Scream, the Hollywood team, taking on Clock and Ball Torture, the Charlie Wang team. With me here is nobody. Let's just get this going. Actually, let's do this and get this going.
Radiant team
This is an interesting matchup, immediately banning out the Furion. It's an interesting matchup.
Seconds remaining.
I think this is
5
the...
seconds remaining.
There are some matches where you have the Clash of the Titans. There's some matches where you have two scrappers who are fighting for glory. This is the two. Why aren't these teams doing better teams? Charlie Wang, Hollywood both started this season off very strong. Have been kind of on the decline since. I think both perhaps has something to prove this game. Going on to bracket, they're both secure, no matter how this game goes, because the only game that actually determined a spot on bracket was the 8th place game between Lotus and Giraffe. Everyone else is definitely on it. Position of that bracket, of course, can change. If Hollywood were to 2-0 here, we'd actually, or Charlie for that matter, would actually shoot up quite a bit on the rankings, have a much nicer path to finals. But
Dire team pick.
pretty typical bans for the Hollywood lineup, putting a lot of focus on Black Joe in particular.
10 seconds
All in
remaining.
on supports.
5 seconds
On the other side of the coin, pretty spread line from Charlie Wang, hitting Winks with the Furion ban, and Looter to a degree, because he also plays that here. I don't know how much he's going to play this season, but he does. Looking at the Lich for Rada, looking at the Necro. I'm going to be running Batrider here. That might be Hollywood himself running that Batrider, or it could be Looter, I guess. Interesting to see this hero come back. It feels like Batrider has been gone forever, man. It feels like outside of that one patch where his shard was like Super Baller, feels like it's been like 10 years since this guy has been like showing up consistently, especially in games around this MMR. Chuck hitting Minato next. Hitting Purple Moon Jelly. The DP ban, the Axe ban. Again, the DP kind of hits Looter as well.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
I think I like Charlie Wang's draft strategy here, mostly. I do feel like letting both Hollywood heroes through is probably a mistake. I think I would trade the Furion for at least one of those things. The Furion has not been working out for these guys.
Dire team pick.
Maybe one of the Minato heroes. Like, I think I would be fine letting the Axe through when they didn't ban any pause 1 that just eats that. You could just run Krem on an anti-Axe hero. Have a good time with that.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Legion Commander.
Picking up the LC here. I gotta tell you, it's really interesting to have them pick Oracle and then run LC. I don't think I necessarily agree with that draft decision. Means that LC is only going to be able to duel the Oracle or when he's not around. That's kind of awkward. At the very least, in a hypothetical sense, if you have somebody you need to focus on more on the Clock and Ball Torture lineup, if Legion Commander gets the Oracle to always ult on your duel, then if nothing else, you have the ability to drop on somebody. They're going to pick up the Skywrath Mage here as well. Which would be a very effective combo if it wasn't for the fact they could get rid of that in one button.
10 seconds remaining.
Also comes out at kind of an awkward place in the draft as well.
Remaining.
Feels like you could just kind of put up... Like, Purple Moon Jelly plays you Abaddon. And this is an awesome looking Abaddon game thus far. The only thing I don't like about it is the Skywrath Mage Insta-Silence. Everything else, I think you'd be pretty much cool with. Mars, and I like a lot less. It's hard to duel, I guess. He has a shield. Can get Skywrath nuked pretty easily, I don't know. Can kill the supports pretty easily, there's that. If Clockwork goes in and you decide you need Clockwork gone, then you can just put an arena around him, and as long as you have the thing that blinds to the outside, can't really save him.
Dire team pick.
OD! You know, I guess it's not that bad because you have
10
other
seconds
saves. I was gonna go into the spiel about how I think OD
5
against LC is
seconds
not as
remaining.
good as people think it is. But when he has somebody who can also pop out the OD, I think it's fine. I think 2 saves for the LC is pretty good. It's going to neutralize a lot of duels, and I like the OD game beyond that. Just being able to lob softballs at these guys hurts a lot. It's a very good high alpha damage game. The Mars is going to be able to keep people at standby with them, right? OD plus an arena, always pretty good, I think. Shrek? A little questionable. It's gonna be hard to insta-get him in the arena. I don't know how much I like him against the OD. Not after the rework. Like, when the Shrek does crazy damage, I think OD is going to be able to have the Ags by that point. And that's a little rough for the guy. A little rough for Leshrac. Leshrac just gets all his mana nuked off by the OD. He gets the sizzle because of that. It's a little bad. Historically, it would have been an awesome matchup for Leshrac. And this might not be, it might not be as bad as I'm saying. But I think on paper, that matchup is kind of shifted more in favor of the OD. You're really also going to town a lot on the magic damage here. Mars doesn't really, want to build a pipe, but he doesn't really have a problem doing it if he has to. This is a pretty baller pipe game. Pretty baller Eternal Shroud game as well. And thus far, you also kind of don't have that much to take advantage of the chaos of the LC duel. Because Leshrac stuff, he just takes a pretty long time. Like it. Huh. Okay. Like Mars. Like in Batrider?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't even like the Lycan OD or the Lycan Oracle. Like, what is this? I don't know about that. I don't know about that Lycan pick. I don't know if I'm liking it. We have a lot of stuff that's going to prevent him from running away with his ult, especially that arena. That's like a ungodly arena for the Lycan. If he has to sit in the arena and take softballs from OD, it's going to be ungodly. So, pretty easy kill target before the BKB comes out. He has to play through the Oracle ult. Oh, Winx is going to play Wraith King this time. I guess he got tired of never touching the guy, I guess. And this is like a super awesome looking Wraith King game, actually. Like, this is a ridiculous Wraith King game. If, Krem cannot pull this one off, or not Krem, if Winx cannot pull this one off, I don't know what to tell him, right? Like, be interesting to see the Hollywood Batrider, or Crow Rider, I suppose, as he has this game. So just, do ourselves a favor here. Do ourselves a favor here. There we go. Oh, we've got a pretty substantial distance ahead. Seeing ourselves have a start of a little 5-man versus 5 here in the jungle. Krem did Krem did this. I guess you can do this on Puzzle and Lycan. I guess this isn't as bullyable as it used to be. If I see you taking the picking Lycan and picking the traits where you don't have to micro, I'm gonna at least tilt my eyebrow a little bit, but I don't think this is this bad. Winx sniped this Wisdom, and will be sniped because of it, I believe. He's looking to run under tower here. He's going to die, but Chuck is actually gonna die first to a sheer bounty, but good TP there by Hollywood. Could have been pretty bad, but instead they got three Wisdom runes and stopped First Blood from happening. So not the worst situation for old Winx. And because the LC died before the Wraith King actually fell down, he gets the XP too. So good start for him. That being said, I think it's time for the roll call on I Have No Words and I Must Scream. Pause 1, you've got Winks on the Wraith King. Pause 2, you've got Looter on the OD. Pause 3, you've got Purple Moon Jelly on the Mars. Pause 4, you've got Rada on the Oracle. And pause 5, you've got Hollywood on the Batrider. Seems we've been seeing this formation more. We're not seeing that Hollywood and Moon Jelly offlane so much nowadays. It's a bit interesting. LC getting pretty hammered. Hollywood being annoying and distracting back here like he's supposed to be. Winks missed the range creep rat last hit though. Cringe. Getting pretty low too. Might want to eat that. Well, he is eating a tango, but there you go. So far, every lane is at least tying up with their counterparts. Except for the LC, who's feeling pretty bad right now. And also sponsored by Anal Blades. I guess I kind of stopped in the middle of that, so the other side of the coin, although it kept with the team by the way, on the other side of the coin, for Clockaball Torture, pause 1, you've got Krem on the Lycan. Pause 2, you've got Moon Liver on their Shrek. Oh boy. Pause 3, you've got Charlie Wang, captain of the team, on the LC. Pause 4, you have Piesavol, also known as Decomondo, also known as, you know, Lore, also known as other stuff, on the Skyrath Mage. And pause 5, you've got Black Joe on the Clockwork. I'm gonna take out the Oracle here. It's another place where they've messed with the lane structure a little bit. You know, Black Joe's been historically pause 4 for this team mostly. And he's got a kill too. Enabling the Lycan. That's good. It would be a lot better if I felt like, you know, he had a game that was a millionth as good as this Wraith King game, but good. You know, not to say the Chuck team is out, right? I feel like it's sort of rare that you have a game where, well, that's not true. It's common that you have a game where you have like an unwinnable draft and then you win anyway, but it's usually just because the other team like collapsed, right? You're usually counting on that. But it's not to say that Chuck couldn't win this game. It's definitely in the air. The Hollywood team absolutely could run this like weird or bad. It just looks like an appetizing. It's like everything you want a Wraith King game for Wraith King here. The only bad part in the entire universe is the fact that overwhelming odds is going to nuke him if he uses the skeletons at the wrong time. Purple Moon Jelly. Okay, I was gonna say kind of in an awkward spot, but brought up from the back there. There was a few shells in and changes that equilibrium a little bit. Graham was microing his courier instead of himself there. Kind of awkward. Okay. Almost. Awesome. Moon Jelly gonna go down here. Would have been a very cool Oracle Q if the cogs hadn't come out. Good on Black Joe to stop that there. It is notable, or will be notable, I suppose, that the Mars Q can attach you to Clockwork cogs, so be careful out there, fellas. Charlie Wang trying to use this camp over here. Hollywood going to be hammering him for it as much as he can. This is classic Batrider gameplay right here. He's gonna hit a big wand, turn around, get rid of him though. He's gonna die under the tower. Problem is that was a split kill, and Wraith King's just hitting creeps. But then they are matched up now with Farm and winning for kills because of this top lane. Purple Moon Jelly looking very dead. Batrider actually going to come up here, bail a brother out. Kramer, you better be careful. You are not level 6, my friend. This man has Firefly right now. Yep. Yep, looking dead. Got him. Double kill for Hollywood. There you go. Ooh, almost saves the tower, but very good sequence of events for him. Charlie Wang tries to take a fight at bot lane in the meantime, and it doesn't work out. What, they're just switching the supports? That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. We're seeing the Oracle struggle in the top lane, and you know, it's not like this is a bad lane, so just swap him out here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Certainly far from orthodox, but yeah, not complain about it too much. Very annoying for LC that Oracle has a way to just turn off her little heal. Not that it's that much anyway, in fairness. 24 HP regen, not much. And it's per second, but still. Alright, I got banged up over here. I assume fighting over the,
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
no, he's not
is
fighting
under
over
attack.
the shrine there, because it's not even 7 minutes. This guy is definitely on a time limit here. You definitely want to get back to lane ASAP. Probably would have been good to bring his boots out, but... Oh no, it probably would have been bad to bring his boots out, because he doesn't have a TP scroll, so you're going to lose his Wisdom Shrine for sure. And Dire's actually going to get both of these. At only the small cost of losing Leshrac. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it was the OD ulted. It's actually very close there. I think Moon River actually did an uphill miss. And had that not happened, I got that. Pretty unfortunate for Purple Moon Jelly. This team did not get either of the Wisdom Shrines. I think one of them would have went to him. He would have been the other recipient of any of them happening, and he definitely could use it. Seeing Mars, like a level down compared to everyone else, feels bad. Full happening over here. Hollywood's gonna try and sort it out with the Firefly. Gonna run into Black Joe here, but this is not nearly as bad for Batrider as it is for the Oracle. So he's gonna be fine. 3 guys here at bot. Looter came in, thought about doing something, but maybe left Drift a little too soon, I must say. Oh, what are you gonna do? Good instinct. I don't know if they knew the... I guess... No, they didn't know that Looter is going home there. I don't have any vision or anything. Oh no, you're a Okami courier. Rest in peace. Wraith King gets his phase boots at least. That's a pretty big item for him to have. Gonna be soaking up some firepower from the Skywrath with his Fate's Edict. Uh-oh. That ain't good. He's gonna get dueled here, level 6. Not even gonna get the Skywrath. Almost dies for that. That's super awkward. Kind of overcommitted to stay in there. Maybe didn't realize she was 6. Hard to say. I don't know. Definitely, outside of Looter, yeah, everyone on Hollywood is just behind right now. All 3 of the Dire Cores level 6, all 3 of the Radiant Cores level 5. Losing those 2 Wisdom Shrines really put a damper on them. Again, kind of tragic for Hollywood. I don't know if he wasn't watching the clock, but tragedy could have been avoided if he just stuck with the boots, called them in earlier, and had a TP with them. Then he could have been contesting the Wisdom Shrine. I think he wins that fight. I don't think Clockwork does anything with him. I'll keep Marv somewhere more viable. Been pretty good. At very least, Looter has won mid by at least a decent margin. And he's going to wait for this rune at 10 minutes, and he's going to guess correctly. Sadly, he's not going to get anything he needs, but he's going to guess correctly. That's the important thing. Wraith King reincarnate now. Just that. Diving Mars under the tower here. Use the hookshot to get up to him. They put Lycan in the trees. They don't have... No guessing with Oracle True. Oh, very good duel there. Just casually finds the Batrider on the side, gets rid of him. Goodbye, Black Joe.
Radiant structures are
gets obliterated by the OD. Creme, okay. Shoutouts to Do It Hakur. Do It
Radiant's middle
Hakyuri.
tower is under attack.
I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't know what funny pronunciation I'm supposed to do in Godon. I don't think either of those are anything like that. But, very good duel there.
Radiant's
Any
middle
worse of a
tower
target
is
and they
under
just would have been
attack.
instant saved. Radiant is starting to get there. Oh, no, baby. Oh, yes, baby. Gets Leshrac. He only gets the support burst trouble. He's not even going to get the tower. Creeps are going to do that.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Kelsey knows not what she's getting involved in here. Going for the Mars while the OD shows up. Pinned to a tree. No, Looter, don't do that. Don't put the person who got pinned to a tree in OD jail. Put the person who's not stunned in OD jail, please.
Radiant's
Oh man, and she waits for the OD purge to do her own as well. Almost gets out of it. A bit of a botched go there, but ultimately fine. And I think Clockwork's doomed. I think he's dying coming out of this. Yep. But Purple Moon Jelly will lose a little bit more mana anyway. Moon River coming in with the ult, just wasted like a pretty good amount of mana there. Radiant's gonna call for a retreat. Overall, 1 for 3. Good news for the Radiant.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Swings about 1,500. Ha! Hollywood just using these blood grenades very... Okay. Krim goes for the ult there. I thought he was about to retreat. Hookshot encourages him to turn around, but the hookshot actually missed the Bat Rider there. Kind of awkward. Feel like they get him, the hookshot lands, but it's kind of hard to aim around in a situation like that, so I can't blame him for that. Stroking the back lines here. Calling Courier. I'm guessing is probably going to have the rest of Blade Mail on it. Let's see. That is, yeah, he's got Blade Mail coming out, and Wraith King Courier almost died again.
Dire's
I was
top
like,
tower
oh my god,
is
Winx
under
has the Radiance already? No, he just got the Avoid first. I guess makes some sense against the LC here, it might save you. Rada's got that great value inventory. We're doing some hella stacks in here. This would be an awesome time for these guys to invade, but sadly they had no idea this was happening, so he's about to... You know, he's been behind, but... Okay, well, he's not going to shoot up the net worth chart if he doesn't use mana to do this. There we go, there's some. Hit your arcs, my friend. There you go. A little awkward. Should have just abilitied that down. Took a little longer than he'd want, but... Man, Krim playing with fire here. You gotta be careful of this Mars, man. If one TP comes up here, I think they have enough damage to just kill him in arena. Like, flat out. And does Mars have the blind arenas? He does. It's not like they can do something about it on the Radiant. Or on the Dire, rather. You can do plenty of things about it on the Radiant, just not things that are conducive to liking living a long, healthy, happy life. King surrounded here. He does not have mana for ult. He's got a Soul Ring. He hit his Soul Ring, but he hit it too early and thus died. That's sad. Definitely gonna need to get that shard ASAP. Playmail on the LC is going to dissuade Looter from pursuing this further.
Radiant's
Clockwork
bottom
waits for
tower
somebody to
is
come
under
upstairs, drops the gears on them, gets to get rid of all this guy's mana. Oh no, they missed the ult on the Skyrath Mage. It's kind of awkward. That definitely was the wrong target for the OD ult, but whatever. Krem is here through the Schwing Gate. LC duels for like literally 1 frame, gets the job done. He's doing a very good job taking these duels you like almost can't react to. That just happens so quickly. Pen does not even describe what just happened to the Lycan there. Gonna take some shots and run off. 2 for 2, actually 2 for 3, I believe. But the fight recap is not going to show you any of that crap. It's going to favor Dire. That's it. That's the important thing. Okay, it's definitely going to favor Dire. If Purple Moon Jelly goes too far forward here with no mana or HP and dies. Not really sure what he was thinking. Gonna waste a lot of time doing this at least. Going to throw a spear the wrong direction and then get called out by the clockwork. Orchid on Lycan. Couple of situations that might prevent him from taking a good spill. It's definitely a good thing to get here. Radiance. Still not even really that close to done on the Wraith King. He's like not even halfway to it. They're gonna spawn Rada in the jungle here. I would taking this kind of awkwardly. Really would like to see 4 guys on the Hollywood team and like... Oh no, baby. Ugh. Would really like to see bigger groups of people on the Hollywood team, man. Like, these tiny little fire teams are exactly what the Charlie Wang team wants. 4 of these guys together, and they're pretty tough to deal with. You can't really duel them. You have the arena on them, right? You don't even need the Wraith King there. It's not bad if he is, or at least if he's nearby. It's not too bad. But that's just not what's happening. You're seeing a lot of these little mini fights where you have 1-2 guys on the Hollywood team getting jumped on by, you know, 4 guys on the Dire, and it's not going well for them. 5k net worth disadvantage. Party at the Ancients. Hollywood wants to get involved too. Radiance still 1,000 gold away. Whenever it is a little bit of thing in here, PS of all is about to tanketh the ganketh. Clockwork going to okay, the OD save on the duel. Clockwork decides he wants in 2. The Oracle comes out on himself. Blink's now in the battle, but he has nowhere to go. Everyone's just kind of kiting him. Rider actually buys, which is interesting. Purple Moon Jelly going to get clapped in the back line. Rada going to take 1 more out before he goes down. Hollywood coming in here, but too little too late, especially with no ults. Oh, Krim is lacking his own. Looter. What did he just put in jail? Oh, it's Chuck, okay. Putting Chuck in jail there. Kind of a stalemate fight, which, outside of the Bat Rider buyback, if it wasn't for that, would favor the Radiant. The Bat Rider buyback really didn't help anything, unfortunately, for him. Kind of an awkward decision. I assume either thought he had Firefly up, thought he still had his ult, or, I don't know, thought he could do something there, but... You know, Bat Rider, unfortunately, unless you're, like, doing some kind of wacky core business, one of your worst buyback heroes. Just doesn't do all that much if he doesn't have ult. Wraith King, he should have known this was coming. And now he's going to take a 1v5 and die. Yep, just immediately eats it. Good on the Dire to make that call. Bad on the Radiant to let that happen to themselves. Should not be doing anything dangerous like that when your team's all on this side of the map and you don't see anybody on the Dire. Like, this is a very what? No, baby. Yes, baby. That's brilliant. Still going to inevitably die, but gets rid of Krem at the very least before it happens. Yeah, I really like that. He just knew, like Purple Moon Jelly knew it was just over. Knew it was curtains for him. Chuck did not get that duel. The Oracle, oh, he didn't even have it to begin with. The Oracle just died too fast. The game's still awkward. The Chuck team in particular doing a very good job of not fighting around the OD. Like, where the OD is, the Charlie Wang team isn't. They're staying far away from him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Working to their advantage here, certainly.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But it definitely does feel like this Hollywood team is letting it happen to a degree. They really just need to coalesce more around that OD. Like, they need to have the Mars and the OD at the same place. At the very least, like, within blink daggers distance of each other. Or else what's been happening is going to keep happening. Radiant's finally up on the Wraith King here at 20 minutes. Not ideal, but better late than never. In most things, I suppose.
I was meant to have this.
Going to find a sentry here, kill it. Purple Moon Jelly wants to blink out there, gets bound by creeps. Charlie Wang sees the Bat Rider walking right at him and gets the hell out of dodge. Goes back to the back lines with his teammate. Hollywood goes upstairs here, finds the whole world 3-man arena, but the arena loses bad. What are you doing? This is crazy! Wraith King just hungry. The most famished man in the universe takes a 1v4 for no reason. Oracle, very timely, is going to come in with the ult. I kind of doubt he lives. Wraith King, yeah, but he's just going to accept his fate, turn around, at least kill Moon River before he goes down. And here comes Looter. The LC is going to show her quills and blink out before the... Okay. I was going to say, blink out before the Mars gets here. Mars figures out where she's going, follows her, doesn't get anything done. Again, just bad fights. Like, why on earth is my Wraith King going uphill after everybody's already dead? Why on earth is Hollywood staying to, like, commit to that fight? He did not get to use his lasso there, which is very interesting. 10k net worth lead on the die. You can see a 2k net worth swing. Almost 1.5 actually. Thought that was negative for a second for some reason, but still. Not good, not good, not good. Play mail. About to be done on Wraith King. Play mail blank. Like a pause 3. Oh, Mr. Hollywood down again. Use a lasso for that one. Yeah, tipped for that one. Vibe coming up on the Mars is gonna help this team a lot, I think. I really baiting somebody to step on this wave here, but nobody's... You gotta be kidding me. Not again, baby. This keeps happening. Wraith King dead again. Really not the duel you want, but... Yeah, you can see the Mars taking literally no damage there. Oh, no Oracle ult on the Mars. It's kind of rough. It's just bad for the Hollywood team. Just no two ways about it. Just coming out all wrong. Dire doing a great job just finding the Wraith King, getting rid of him. The Hollywood team is not doing a very good job of, like, protecting that. You know, this needs to be like the classic pause 1 at this game at this point, or I guess the modern pause 1 game at this point, of like 4 guys are hanging around an area and the pause 1 is farming the nearest camp to that. That's what the Hollywood team needs to be doing right now, I think.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Because the strategy of trying to find these picks, which they're trying to run here, is like not working. They almost are down to half the kills that the Dire has. It's like a massive deficit. Exit on the LC, that's been out for a minute, looking for Shard. Been a minute since Lycan's actually got an item. He's going for the BKB next. Mars is destitute. The clockwork is starting to catch up to him. Okay, I guess if you're... Okay, you don't... Yeah, stop stacking stuns, guys. Purge is gonna get pissed off. You know, there is somebody I guess you could very simply jump on and get away with it. It's probably the Skywrath Mage. Everybody in the world shows up for that gank, but not quite in time for it, and that swings nearly 1,000 gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant going to work on T1 mid here. Little ballsy assuming they are going to win this fight. They're all here, so there's that. They're all here. They have no last. They got a arena. LC's gonna duel the OD. Where is this guy? He was just way the support line way too far back there. Oh no, baby! The arena going nowhere at all. Going right to hell. Oh. The execution factor on this Hollywood team in this game is just coming off all rotten. Just to run everything that went wrong there in that fight. The cores, either the cores were too far from the supports, or the supports were too far for the cores. If the, call it Geist, if the Wraith King and the OD were going to be up here, the Oracle needed to be right with them. The Oracle and the OD always have to be in like the area where they can hit each other with their skills. If they're apart, then they're just going to get picked apart. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of saves for the LC, if those saves are always, you know, distant from each other. Duel coming out, there we go, that's exactly what I was talking about. The OD handily survives this duel, Hollywood does not, but, you know, the OD handily survives the duel. Hollywood's actually going to buy back again. The arena just completely flopped. Came way too late. An indecisive fight all around, felt like the 3 and Under Club couldn't decide whether they wanted to take the fight or not until it was too late. The Charlie Wang team gleefully brought the fight to them. 10 dual damage on the LC. Big game here for Moon River. He's been kind of having a rough go this season. Just felt pretty rusty, unsurprisingly, because they haven't played Dota in about a millennium. But this one definitely feels like a pretty good display for them. Lose that. Skyrath Mage, you're going to get a shard here for the double Arcane Bolt. Bloodthorn coming out soon on the Lycan.
Monster kill.
That's dieback on Hollywood.
Dire are scared.
I like how they scanned out to see if anybody was protecting the Wraith King. No, he was just there alone, baby. It's just like, watching this game is like making me wonder a little bit. Is anybody talking on the mic on this team? It's not like Hollywood to be quiet, but he feels like a ghost this game. Like there's no plan at all, almost, which is really unusual. This is not a problem this lineup tends to have, frankly. If anything, they often have the opposite situation happening, where they do these very early game, very aggressive, like 5-man, you know, boulder smash teams, but they're boulder rolling teams, but not today. First is gonna go down, it's gonna go on the Lush. I think that's a smart choice. This guy can do a lot with the second life. You know, there's always the two factors of like who's dying and who can actually use the second life. This guy, he is mortal, and the answer is a lot, so good Ager's choice. BKB up soon on the OD. LC got a Crystallis. So how competitive she thinks this one is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Clockwork floating almost 3,000 gold here. Black Joe, buy items, my friend. I don't think you're going to need to save for buyback right now for some weird reason.
Top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Wraith King doing the right thing over here at the very least. He's going to sleep this lane, take the wisdom, and then get jumped by everybody in the world. Kind of slowly. Black Joe gonna get a little hammered here. They're losing the 4v, like the 3v2 right now, if you're wondering. So Radiant took a 4v1, no, a 3v1 in one lane, and they took a 4v2 in this lane, and they lost both of those. That is not good, baby. That is not good. Leshrac just playing aggressive here. Again, two members of Leshrac's team. Actually, Leshrac is doing this like alone, and there's almost no consequences for it. Walls are closing in. Might be at something good out of an uphill fight at the very least. You know, the issue has been for the Hollywood team playing together this game, being on the right page, being in the right position. You do not get many options for that. when you're taking uphill fights, like, you gotta be in the right spot taking an uphill fight by, default. I guess you could walk down, but for the most part, taking a fight uphill, you're gonna take a lot of those questions out of the equation. You're going to be in the same spot because you're going to be around the tower they're coming up. You're going to be in the, at least ideally, decent positions because you got so much freedom to do so that you really have no excuse for not being in good spots. Pipe coming out on the Mars as well to give them a little solid ability to go here. Oracle, use this on the Mars, not that. This stops the Leshrac from doing literally any damage to him, There's no consequences to it anymore. Trying to miss on Leshrac there. Alright, still just hovering over the space. Wraith King is farming away up at top. Once again, just off on playing his own game, which again, right thing to do. Fire does not really want to give up this time. Wraith King's kind of making them do it. Never mind, it's not good anymore because they started going uphill and he didn't show up. Let's see that fight actually happen. Oh yeah, suddenly speed up the game a little bit here. Yep. Just 4 people on the Dire go uphill. Nobody on the Radiant is actually there for them except the OD. The Mars is kind of in the way. Ugh. Moon River is beyond godlike. 4 for nothing. Can't even take the Aegis. This one's all said and done.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower, Radiant's middle tower is falling. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle
Mars looks close to this. It's hard to even commentate at this point, frankly. They may get Clockwork. The Moon River Aegis just expired. OD is going to buy himself at least 3 femtoseconds. Wraith King first life. A BKB reveal there. I believe that's his 9. Yeah, that's his 9 seconds. Not a moment too late. And yeah, second life just ends pretty quick. Nothing gets done. Game is gone. Let's speed this up just a little more so we can go home. That Rider duel, Mars just gets hammered again. Bad coordination from the Hollywood team, unfortunately. They really could. They picked this lineup where they needed to work together. They didn't. That's pretty much the long and short of it. They picked this lineup where the ideal way for them to play the game was to be a team of 4 with the Wraith King as like, farming near them in the early game. But what actually happened is they just kept playing split up. They kept playing little fire teams. They would have like 1 or 2 people running around the map. Wraith King would be usually in the right spot. Sometimes he would be taking some crazily dangerous form, but fire teams of 1 to 2 guys running around at the right locations. But I don't know. It just felt bad. Just felt like everything from this team just came off bad this game. Like, you never really got... There was, like, a cool arena. There was 1 cool arena. There were not really many cool duel saves. Like, 2 or 3 cool duel saves. There were just not that many fights until, like, it was way too late. And I think this is a real killer. Where you had the OD and the Mars there at the same time. And there were certainly not that many where you had the OD, the Mars, and the Oracle. And I think that was, like, very necessary for these guys to be able to win a fight. It would just happen that, the OD would just get picked. And then the Oracle will just get picked, and then the Mars will just get picked. It's a big shame. I think this is a pretty decent-sized outdraft, but, I was talking about it. I guess I foreshadowed it a little bit. I was talking about it at the front of the show. It does not matter if you have, like, a big outdraft if the execution falls apart. Not in modern Dota. And that is, like, pretty much what it looked like here. The execution factor on Hollywood team fell apart. Charlie Wang team did a good job punishing them for it. And almost nothing more to say. We'll see what happens next time.